In the previous video in this series, we looked at the installation and the overall configuration of Kagent. So now what I want to do, and this video is going to be a little bit quicker than the last one, showcase one of the use cases for Kagent. Now I do want to clarify this just so everybody knows. I'm going to be showing like a troubleshooting with Kagent, but that's not the only reason that you'd use Kagent. So like for example, you can have an agent running in Kagent. You can use it to call out to some, financial LLM or MCP server. Or you can use it to, hey, I have an agent for my healthcare system for my application. It doesn't matter. Like you can, any agent that you're using, any method that you're calling out to LLMs via an agent, you can run in Kagent. I just use the Kubernetes troubleshooting example because I think it looks cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to VS Code and I have all my agents running here. We can see. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to apply this configuration here, and it's just a pod, an Nginx pod, but notice I put 3 T's in the image name. So like what's going to happen, I'm going to get one of those, like, I think it's like image pullback or something like that. Like one of those errors where it just can't find the image. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply this. I'm going to run kubectl get pods. All right. And we can see our image pull. Okay. And again, because the image just doesn't exist. So I'm going to head back over to Kagent. I'm going to open up the K8s agent. And then we can see all the tools and the agents here. And again, remember, an MCP server is nothing more than a set of tools, right? It's functions, and these functions have different logic in them, and this logic in there can do everything from list resources or get resources or create resources, whatever the MCP servers that you're using. In this case, it's using the Kubernetes MCP server, so you can see everything from like, get events to delete resources, etc. But what I'm going to ask Kagent here is, I have an Nginx pod running in the default namespace. Can you fix it? Oh, sorry. And it is failing. Can you fix it? All right. So now what this is going to do is this is going to call out to some of these MCP server tools. So first we can see it get resources. Okay. We can see describe the pod. We can see that it's failing. It's going to get any events. And as we can see here, the pod Nginx failed to start because the container image could not be found. And then it gives you, hey, we need to find the correct image, which is 1 T instead of 3 T's. Okay. So next it says, next I can fetch the current pod YAML manifest so that I can modify the image tag and reply it. Shall I proceed with this plan? We'll go ahead and say yes. All right, and as we can see, here's the plan, right? Get the current manifest, edit the tag, delete the failing pod, recreate the new one. And as we can see, I have deleted the existing pod with the correct image tag and created a new pod. Now the pod should be good to go, and then we can see it in VS Code, or we can say, list my pods running in the default namespace. And as we can see, this thing is now running. So if you have a scenario in your Kubernetes environment where like you don't want to comb through 20,000 lines of logs or events or whatever else, and you just want a little assistance, right? Call it your SRE assistant or your Kubernetes assistant or your pair program or whatever you want to call it. Kagent can help you troubleshoot what's going on within your environment.